Just days after the death of a student at San Diego State from meningitis, a student at Palomar College has been diagnosed with an infection that can lead to that deadly disease.
And the prognosis in this case, though, is much brighter. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina is live on campus at Palomar. And Steve, this student is already improving.
Certainly is, Itika. Not only getting treatment, but getting better. Students and staff here warned, though, to watch out for symptoms, practice good health habits. Risk, though, believed to be minimal. News that a student here was infected with meningococcal disease is slowly working across campus, creating minor concern.
A little bit, just because I wouldn't want to catch it.
I'm really not too worried about it because people really should just follow the basics. Just wash your hands, don't share glasses, and I think a lot of people just tend to blow these things out of proportion. It
can be very dangerous, sometimes developing into meningitis, as happened last week at San Diego State University, claiming the life of freshman Sarah Stelzer.
What concerns me is, let's say the student did die, just like the one at SDSU. That would concern me a little bit, but I don't think we should take this into consideration, go into face masks and everything, just go with the flow, you know.
At Palomar, though, the outlook is much better.
Right now the concern is minimal. The student has not been on campus for several weeks and is being treated and is recovering from what our understanding is.
Students and staff were warned to seek medical help if symptoms occur.
The symptoms of invasive meningococcal disease include a fever with a headache and stiff neck. This often progresses to a rash. This rash is typically red and doesn't go away when you press on it.
The student at Palomar was interviewed at length to identify anyone who might be at risk.
We feel confident that we've identified the individuals that this person had contact with while they were sick.
So some concern here, but several hundred students are being watched at San Diego State. The incubation period, usually brief, 2 to 10 days, so they're keeping a very close eye. Live at Palomar College, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
All right, Steve, and we want to give you a little more context on the difference between meningitis and meningococcal disease. As Steve mentioned, having meningococcal disease does not mean you have meningitis. The disease is any infection caused by the meningococcus bacteria, but it can lead to meningitis, a more serious infection. You can keep up to date on vaccinations. That is your best defense.